The threat of piracy is on the increase along the east coast of Africa as the warlords of lawless Somalia seek ways to ensure cash continues to come their way. Though Somalia has been lawless for the past 2 decades, the real threat began at around 2005 with many ships being seized and the vice almost freezing trade at the Gulf of Aden trade route.
Piracy has been there since human beings started trading. It was in the eastern sector, and in the eastern sector, that is Southeast Asia, was a piracy zone many decades ago. With the government's active intervention there, piracy came in control there.
The vice has also almost made it impossible for organizations like the World Trade Programme to distribute rations in the country. Following these events, the need for piracy insurance is now real more than ever, with the local insurance company Geminia Insurance now internationally acknowledged as a reliable guarantor by the shipping companies and the London market.
He can go to his insurance company and request that he be given a cover which covers him for the risks of sea, including risks of piracy. He normally ends up paying a marginal cost to protect himself against the acts of piracy. But that doesn't prevent piracy. What it protects him is the consequences or results of piracy.
According to data from the International Maritime Organization, 64 ships were attacked on the East African coast in 2010. More stunning is the pirates' capability to move even into the deeper seas, as the ransom they get can afford them better boats. One such incident is the seizing of the Taiwanese-owned fishing vessel reported to be under pirate attack approximately 120 nautical miles off the northeast tip of the island of Madagascar.
The delayed receipt of goods by the importer, and normally the insurance does not cover losses arising out of this delay if there is no actual loss to the cargo. So if it's a perishable commodity, in spite of having marine insurance, the importer is left high and dry.
And with the presence of foreign forces from NATO, European Union closely monitoring the Gulf of Aden corridor, the next target are ships to and from the port of Mombasa, with 9 attacks inside Kenyan waters in 2010 compared to 0 in 2009, one which even targeted a Kenyan Navy ship.
Navies of different countries patrolling it, the Indian Ocean is too big to be patrolled. So it needs a concerted effort and involvement of including the South African government, which had not taken active participation in piracy controls. So it needs all the governments and intergovernmental bodies to take active part in controlling this menace.
Thus the need for importers and exporters using the port to have piracy insurance.
We have successfully handled previous cases where many of the local importer as well as the local insurer had to run to the London market for placing or for getting guarantees to be placed with those average adjusters and the shipping companies. So we differentiate ourselves that we have that expertise to handle such claims. We have the expertise to understand the risks of piracy, and also we are one of the few people who are with our clients to assist them when they are exposed to these risks of piracy.
According to statistics, these attacks have increased the cost of freight by between 1,200 shillings and 2,400 shillings per ton. Insurance have also introduced a piracy surcharge of 0.05% of the value of cargo days after the Joint War Committee, comprising of leading insurance such as Chartis, Munich Re, and Swiss Re, declared Kenya coastal waters a war zone. Statistics show that just about 30 to 40% of all imported local cargo is insured against piracy, and so an advice to all importers using the region's coast.
Additional loading for war and allied perils, including piracy, could go for an additional 0.05 to 0.1%. So that's a very negligible cost to pay to cover himself against that financial insecurity. Kenyan market was not used to number of general average cases, and we are one of the few companies who have that expertise to handle general average cases. Our guarantees, Geminia Insurance Company's guarantees, has been accepted by the average adjusters appointed by the shipping companies and also by the London market in number of cases.
It is estimated that the total number of ships hijacked along the Somali coast was 64 in 2010. But for a lucky 3 headed for the Kenyan coast, the importers did not incur cost as they were insured for piracy. And as the manager said, it is better to pay the small cost than suffer the whole financial loss. Kama Umbote for Channel 1, Bizweek.